giving your damn offerings and stuff like that. But they're telling you if you don't do this, you're going to go to a place that you're going to burn into eternity. Like, what God will put you in a place where you have to burn for the rest of your life? What God, if I'm going to be under someone and someone is telling me that if I don't believe in this, that I'm going to go to hell? Nah, heck no. That's fear-based thinking. And all these religions were made to divide you from the one source. There's one source. It's so crazy. And then you got people debating and arguing and all this stuff about daggone religion. This is why I'm spiritual. Because I always had so many questions. Like, why does the Bible say this? Or why does Islam say that? Or why does this say this? And why does that say that? And I'm like, yo, it just never made no sense to me. And they tell you not to question, so that way, you can stay in that box, stay in that trap. Y'all know that things don't sound right. Y'all know it don't. Like, how can someone say that God is a certain person when no one has ever seen God? So the person that y'all really talking about is an ancestor, because that person, to certain religions, I'm not even going to say the religion, but that certain person died and resurrected, which is reincarnation. So if a person dies and resurrects, that's reincarnation. Like, people got to really make sense of certain things. Like, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. It just baffles me how things be right in people's face, but they so comfortable with a lie. Shoot, I grew up religious. I grew up in so many daggone religions, and I just wanted to find myself and find, like, I really did, until I became spiritual, and I became spiritually aware of the huge spell that we've been under our whole lives, man. We really have. Really have. And then I sit there and I just watch the people that were in certain religions that I was in, and I just sit and watch the hypocrites that I done seen, the judgment I done seen. And I said, why do I want to be under this? Like, why would God hate gays so much? But these same people, the same pastor will go and freaking go get drunk. In the same congregation, I will see them going getting drunk. Or I'll see things where they freaking touch children and all this crazy stuff. And I'll be like, damn, and this is what I'm giving my money to? Then I just started searching until I found spirituality. And I was like, yo, I found myself. I found where God was. I started getting in tune with my abilities. I started realizing that everything that they told me that was demonic wasn't demonic. I started realizing that there is no freaking devil. And there is no hell. Because why would God want to put me in hell? Like, people really got to realize certain goddamn things. Like, it's so crazy. The whole English language is a freaking spell. Like, y'all, everything is so crazy. Like, we've been really programmed our whole freaking life. From school to our parents, our parent-averants, because parents is called parent-averants. Our parents are really renting us from the government. This shit's so crazy. Like, y'all really have to, like, open up your third eye and just really, like, question everything. Question everything. Because, like, damn. Like, imagine you having a child. And your child goes both ways. And they tell you that that's the biggest sin. That's an abomination. You're going to go to hell for that. Like, why, if God created you this way, would if your life is already predestined, so he made me this way so I can go to hell? Like, that makes that's so rhetorical. Like, that's gotta be the craziest thing ever. And then a pastor has to go to freaking school to get Like, yo, it's so crazy. Oh my God. Like, they really got to go to school for psychology. They really, if you look it up, they have to go to psychology school. Why do they got to go to psychology school? To freaking mess with your mind. They freaking mess with your mind, bruh. And I'm just so glad that I became spiritual, because, man, I question everything. They say you're not supposed to question, but question everything, y'all. And I'm sorry to all my religious people on here. Y'all know that I used to be religion, and no offense to y'all or nothing like that, because I just did my own research and I found myself, and I just know now. Like, now I know why they demonize our practices, because they didn't want us to tap into our power, because we're very powerful people. Our ancestors were very powerful people. Okay? This world is crazy as hell. They tell you that your ancestors are demonic. Soon as you honor your I ain't never see my grandma be demonic. So you mean to tell me because my ancestor passed, my ancestor is demonic? What? What? You're like, y'all gotta be, that's like the craziest stuff that I ever heard. And all that stuff come fear-based thinking. They'll tell you about a devil and this and that. Like, nah. They just don't want you to find out who you are, because they know if you tap into your gifts and you tap into your power, you'll be so powerful, and then you'll be spreading the truth, and then the church is going to lose the money, and all these different religions is going to lose the money, because you're going to become spiritual. Hey, my love, how you feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling amazing. And then we got to think about it. Like, all right, so y'all know I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm Taino Indian, and people don't even know what a Puerto Rican is. When we came over here back in the 1950s, people used to be like, well, what's a Puerto Rican? We consist of Taino, African American, and Arawak Indian. Puerto Rican was a name that they gave us when they stole our island. They enslaved us, stole our island, and gave us Puerto Rico. We was really called Borinquen, and we were really Taino Indians, okay? And they took our language, and they brought us that book, and then they fucking, oh, excuse me, forgive me, Olodumare. I did not mean to say that, but because I'm trying to watch my words as well. But they took everything from us. See, this is when I really mean something, like them words start flying out. They took everything from us. They started baptizing us and telling us, oh, we couldn't give honor to our Orishas, so we had a freaking, that's where you get Saint Teria from, because we had to hide behind the saints, and we couldn't honor our Orishas, and we couldn't work with our ancestors and stuff like that. So they basically took everything from us, and then we had to start worshiping their God. That's why most blacks and Hispanics, the only people that honoring someone else's God. If you look at the Asians, if you look at the freaking Muslims, if you look at the Arabic people, they all have their own way of doing things, and they have their own belief systems. But the only people that worship someone else's God is the blacks and the Hispanics. Y'all been under the hugest spell of your whole lifetime. Y'all don't even know your ancient spirituality, because y'all been demonized. They demonize our practices. Oh, that's witchcraft. It's not witchcraft. And you know what? It's so funny, because I'll say witch, because most people are like, oh yeah, you're a witch, because that's what they know us by, a brujeria and this and that. But we're really freaking healers. We heal people, but they just made everything, like another thing, 666 in the Bible, right? That 666 that's in the Bible is the same thing that's in your melanin. That's why I was telling you about the English language, the numbers. Yo, it's so crazy. Like 666 is really the melanin that's in your body. The amount of protons, neutrons, whatever it is, all that. That's what's in your body. But in the Bible, it'll tell you 666 is the mark of the beast, because they try to demonize y'all. Y'all don't even know that what they're saying is the black man is the devil. Like, what? Y'all don't even know that they try to say that your ancestors is demonic, right? They don't want you to work with your ancestors. Oh, anyone that sees spirits and see ghosts, they're demons, right? What else? Black cats are bad. Oh, yeah, but black cat walk past your path. Oh yeah, that's bad. Oh, you got bad luck for the rest of your goddamn life. Everything that was black was bad. Black crystals are for protection. They'll tell you that's bad too, right? Crystals are bad. Like what? Like black crows. Oh, you see a black crow. Oh, girl, you about to die. Oh, yeah, that's sorrow. That means something. But black crows really are your ancestors showing you because they sit up high because they protect you. Okay? Just like they protect their children. Everything they demonize. This should be really crazy. I'm going to tell y'all in a second, though. This should be really crazy. Hold up, because I got to pull off. Yo, this shit be crazy as hell. Like, I had some folks come next to me, and I don't want to be talking about certain things and shit, and then I get my head chopped off. Let me get out this area, because y'all know them heads, them heads is around here. You know what I'm saying? Them redneck. They might try to chop my head off talking about that stuff. But I'm dead serious. Like, man, we've been under a huge spell. Like, y'all really have to find out. I see so many people that come up to me and they be like, do I have ancestors? Or I heard my ancestors is demonic and this and that. Everyone has an ancestors. Everyone has a long line of lineage that a lot of people don't even have ancestor altars. But they'll have certain things in their house that they honor and they worship. We don't even worship our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? We actually venerate our ancestors. We give them offerings and stuff like that. We're not sitting there worshiping a certain, and it's so crazy that in certain religions they say, oh, you're not supposed to bow down to any false idols, but they got freaking stuff and saints and stuff like that that they bow down to. Like, what? It don't make no sense. Like, what? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just look at everything differently than everyone else do. It just really makes me mad when I see a lot of my people say that our ancestors is demonic. It really does. It makes me mad. Like, cause my mom was my grandma ain't a demon. She passed away. That's my ancestors. That's my lineage. What? Shit's crazy as hell. But y'all, I'm driving. I'll be back. I'm going to talk more about it. Y'all go watch the words that I was telling y'all. Watch the words that y'all say. Like, blessed means to be less. Live means evil backwards. Okay? Spelling, basically, the English language that they gave y'all, spelling, okay, means spells. Like, that's what we had to learn. Spelling. Cursive means when we used to write in cursive, we didn't even know that we were cursing people. Curse stuff. When you curse someone out, that means that when you curse someone out, what are you doing? You're saying mean things to them. You're cursing at them. You're saying all these things. Basically, you're cursing them and putting a curse on them. Okay? What else? There's so many words that y'all have to pay attention to. Parents. A parent that rents their children. So basically, they telling us all our life, we're just a pair that rents our children, and the government has custody of our children. You don't get custody of your children until you go to court. You're just a parent. You really are. A pair that rents. Your childhood, you have a hood over you. You've been cloaked. You've been hidden from your true divinity and who you truly are. The whole school system has screwed all of us. Every last one of us. We have all been screwed. We have all been under a huge spell. And I want y'all all to peel them layers back so you can tap into who you truly are. We are all intuitive. We're all psychics. We're all mediums. It's all in our blood. Y'all just have to tap in. Everyone has the gift. But some people are just afraid because they told you to not go to psychics and to not go to mediums. But they the same ones that have prophets and this and that and prophesizing things. How can they tell you, oh, don't go to a psychic and don't go to a medium when they have prophets and they have these big ass events and they prophesize over you and they laying their hands on you and they going like this, and that's the fake stuff. For real, for real. That's the fake stuff. and they swinging around a rope and a mat, and then they dropping you on the ground. What? To be slain in the spirit, what does that mean? To have a spirit use your body. You know how many times I was slain in the spirit and I didn't even know that same, because they took our practices, but they made it their own. So the same spirit that they be using in church, there is a Holy Spirit. There is a Holy Ghost, okay? Now that is real, okay? But that same spirit is the spirit that we channel. The same spirit of our ancestors. This really makes me, and you know what, it frustrates me because our people have been blind, and I'm tired of y'all being blind, and I just want y'all to open your eyes to your real spirituality. I really do. I'm tired of seeing people trapped in a box. I'm tired of seeing people getting baptized because they think they're going to hell. I'm tired of seeing that. Like, you're not going to go to hell. There's no place as hell. That was fear-based. So you could get baptized under all these different religions. But if you don't get baptized under this one thing, you're going to go to hell? Come on now. Come on now. Be for real. That's how they keep people trapped. That's how they keep you trapped. All these religions, but you telling me, oh, I got to get baptized. What? Oh, man. We've been under a huge spell. There's so much that I want to say, but I don't want them shadow ban me. I'm going to come back because there's much more, and I'm not going to let my people, man, y'all got to wake up. And I ain't talking about the awake. Listen, that's another word, y'all, awake. Awake, right? So when you wake up in the morning, right, you awake, right? They call it awake. What is an awake? Think about it. Think about the word awake. What is awake? Awake is something that they have after a funeral. That is what awake is. So when you awake, you got to pay attention to the English language. So when you awake, it's like basically it's like that's what you do after